The New Visions program prepared me for the rigor and quality of work that's anticipated in college.
Our teachers really encourage us every day to be the best that we can.
Awesome job. I guess my biggest passion is reading. It always has been. And for me to be able to go to work every day and teach a kid to read, that's major.
Each student is so individual, so I don't have a curriculum that applies to all of my students. I have to look at every student and see what is their ability to either move their head, move their eyes, coordinate vision with motor skills.
With my 17 kids that I have now, each of them is just so unique and so different. You know?
There's not a set plan of when they're going to master the Braille code. It all depends on their abilities and the ways that they learn. We just work our way through and kind of pull our own through experience what works and try to make it as fun as possible.
On a day like a Friday, I have 7 students in 6 different sites.
We're itinerant, so we're going from place to place. The division, the age levels from kindergarten to 12th, the vision is from very poor to very, some of them are pretty good. So the eye conditions are all different. It's a bag of tricks, you know what I mean? You have to have your stuff ready. And then there you go.
What it literally looks like is a mobile office. My car is full of books with Braille, with large print.
I do with different kids. It could just be modifying for a classroom, the materials. Sometimes it's a push-in option where you go in and the student really needs help within the classroom. Sometimes it's a pull-out, they can't take the noise. You're working on a specific skill, so it doesn't really relate.
They provide a service that I really don't feel seems like itinerant in nature. By itinerant, it's, they're traveling from school to school and they serve so many different students. But I don't view it as them popping in or a visitor or a contractor. I really view them as part of our team. Just the other day I had our cafeteria worker say that they had changed something in the cafeteria line, and one of our visually impaired students was having some difficulty with the new changes. So she told the O&M, and the next morning the session for O&M was held right in the cafeteria line, and she worked that student through that problem.
I think a lot of it has to do with increasing their self-esteem. A lot of kids with visual impairments have this learned helplessness. They always feel that they have to have somebody by their side. It's teaching them to be confident and to work on their strengths and not their weaknesses.
What I want people to realize is that they're capable. A lot of students are capable of greater things if they have the exposure, if people are willing to take them out, describe everything to them.
To see their progress, to see their pride. I would have to say that's really the only reason I keep going, is when you work on the positives and the self-esteem, you get to see how they can feel good about themselves.
I hear great things from parents about the TVI and O&M services. I think they receive a lot of happiness seeing the benefits of this service and what it can do in terms of opening up the world for their child who has some great challenges with their visual impairment.
Teaching kids to read who might not otherwise be able to read. I do all kinds of different things, but that's the highlight of my job. I could be anywhere from Berlin to Hoosick Falls to Albany. But I know I'm helping kids, and that's what keeps me going, is the kids.